Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about Mecha Break, or more specifically, the Mecha Break beta that was just released and it should still be available. So, overall, the game is really fun. The game is really fun. Who doesn't want to fly around in a giant mech fighting other mechs in this very large, semi open world area, fighting each other to the death, seeing who has the better skills and better team comps? So far, the gameplay is amazing. The gameplay is great. That's not the problem that people have with the game right now, though. People are worried about the potential monetization in the game, and it's raising alarms for some people that it's going to be super pay to win going forward. All right, so you have a better understanding of what's happening in the beta right now. There are three primary currencies in the game. There is credits, there is corites, and there are merit points. So core is the premium currency. This is the currency that you're going to buy. You can convert corites into credits, and credits are going to be used to buy basically anything. You can also bypass certain paywalls with the corites, and corite will probably be used to buy skins in the future. Matrix credits can be used to buy pretty much anything else in the game. You want a mech, credits. You want to upgrade your stuff, credits. You want to upgrade your stuff, you want to upgrade your equipment, credits. 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 Credits, not correct. You want to manipulate the mods that you get inside of the game's loot crate system, you use credits to convert mods into better mods. And here is the merits. So the merits are points they can only earn inside of the game's Mashmax system, which is the new system in the game that was not available in the previous beta. So Mashmax is going to be the somewhat open world PvPvE arena, basically player versus environment. So you have a bunch of NPCs and objectives running around. They can go kill and collect stuff, but then you have other players also on this giant map fighting each other, trying to get the other player's gear so they can evacuate and sell, use everything that they get from these maps. So the thing about merits is you can use the merits to get the Inferno. Okay, so there's two ways to get merit points. You either have to play Mashmax, and just by playing Mashmax Arena mode, you will get merit points. The other way is to exchange items you find in Mashmax mode to get merit points. You are allowed 6,000 merit points a week. So in order to buy the Inferno, you need 18,000 merit points. So you need to play the game for 3 weeks straight, capping out those merit points every single week to get the mech early. The other way that seems to be here is to purchase the bonus contract, which I am guessing is the battle pass in the game. So the only way to unlock the Inferno is to buy the battle pass in the game, which is probably going to be like $10, $20. We don't know yet, because it's still just the beta where they're trying to acquire feedback and information about what the players are feeling. And the other way is to play for 3 weeks straight, gathering as much merit points as you possibly can to buy the Inferno. Now, because players do not have access to the Inferno, we do not know how strong this is. This can be super pay to win if a system like this is kept in the game. So then what happens is, if they release a new mech and this mech is overpowered as hell, you will either have to acquire the merit points after excessive amounts of grinding, or you have to straight up buy the battle pass in the game. And that's if they keep it this way. This is one of the pay to win features that people are worried about. So there is a reason Mecha Break has mostly negative. So I will say the gameplay is fine. The gameplay is fine. So everyone dislikes the excessive amount of grind that is put in front of them inside of the beta. And they are worried that this is going to be brought into the final product of the game, which is why people are being very, very vocal about this and how much they dislike it. So let's see. Why do we have to buy or grind for the strikers? Make the strikers free, then just sell the cosmetics. Exactly. So recently Marvel Rivals released. Guess what? Every single character in that game is free. The game is killing it. Marvel Rivals is killing it. Every character in the game is free. They just sell the skins. They sell the battle pass, which has extra skins and cosmetic stuff. Marvel Rivals is killing it. Mecha Breaks should take a page out of Marvel Rivals book and do that. Make all of the mechs free. Just sell the skins and sell the cosmetic stuff. This will solve so many problems, and people will not have such a negative outlook on the game. That's one thing you could do, or you could just reduce the price of the mechs and the primary way people play the game. Reduce it so people can get a lot of the stuff in a week or a few weeks. But the amount of grind you need to do to get a lot of the stuff seems very excessive, especially for people that work a full-time job, maybe work 2 jobs, or work a job and go to college or school or something like that. Personally, I think they need to adjust this just a bit. Personally, I think they need to adjust this just a bit. Because when this game launches, if it launches in this state, a lot of players just not going to play this game because of how pay to win it seems and how excessive the grind seems. Also, I didn't really go into depths on the mod system. So let's do it now. So I mentioned that these mod systems here can manipulate the mech that you put them on in a very specific way. You could have faster regeneration, you could have more life, you could have faster movements, less energy costs, whatever you want. You can completely customize a specific mech with these mods. So, how this mod system can also be paid to win. There's various rarities to these mods, and these mods also have different percentages on them, which the higher percentages are going to be on the golden mods. So in order to get the golden mods, you either have to be extremely lucky and have one drop free, or you have to go into the mod assembly. So let's see how many you need. You need 10 purple mods and 3,000 credits every time you do this to make one golden mod. So this is a credit sink, which you can use the premium currency Corite to convert that into credits, which you can do it for this. So you can convert tons and tons of golden mods if you're willing to spend enough money on the game. This is another pay-to-win function that also has RNG tied to it because you have no idea what's going to go into it. The game feels great because it's a beta. Everyone came into this game, they started out the same, they have access to the same mechs. Maybe if they prioritize like which mech they got first, they could get access to like the Panther, the Sky Raider, the Aquila, or whatever mech they want to focus on. But there are still tons of pay-to-win aspects in the game just because it's a beta. Because it's a beta, everyone started on the same level. There hasn't been an excessive amount of power gaps between someone that could pay money and did not pay money. But that's because there isn't an option to pay money yet. You had to get the game and you had to start at 0, just like everyone else, and everyone else starts at 0. The game has only been in beta for about a week in this beta. We do not know how powerful someone can actually get if they decide to spend tons and tons of money on it. So there is no way to compare it. But the fact that there is pay-to-win aspects in it, people are going to be very turned off about that, and there are going to be a ton of people that are just going to completely avoid your game because there are so many pay-to-win aspects inside of the game. It has happened before. I have played games that have pay-to-win aspects. It was fun for a little bit, but then you actually encounter these whales that spend thousands on the game, and it's not fun fighting them. It's not. But we don't know how excessive the power gaps between someone that did not spend money and someone that did spend money, how different the power gap of their equipment can be. I basically mentioned the thing about the Inferno is that's not good because going forward when they release new mechs, But Mech is overpowered as hell, and it's like this is a meta character that you absolutely need on your team, or you will lose. People that paid the money or grinded excessively can actually get that early, and which is just floor everyone that didn't either grind excessively or pay money. So to sum up my thoughts of the beta, the gameplay is fun. The music is pretty good. The story that they're trying to assemble, it's okay, I guess. I didn't pay much attention to it, but there is like a thing there that they could like try and like major updates. They'll just throw some story thing into the game. I don't know. It didn't seem that incredible because everyone's here for the giant mech PvP. There just seems to be an excessive amount of potential pay to win stuff that are just going to completely turn people off to the game. And a lot of people that don't want to spend money on the game are just going to completely drop the game. Maybe you have low spenders in there that might buy the battle pass, but they'll probably drop the game because they're getting floored by people that are dropping hundreds or maybe even thousands on the game. But I'm just saying, a lot of people don't like these pay to win aspects in the game. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Those are my thoughts on Mecha Breaks beta. I feel like something needs to change, or the game's gonna die, or have a very low player counts, because no one wants to go into the game that has lots of pay to win aspects inside of that game. All right, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this, I talk about video games sometimes, and yeah, this has been a rant of a game that is really good, but the pay to win aspects, if this launches like this, I'll probably just play it a little bit and just avoid it after that once I see how excessive the pay to win stuff inside of the game is. But yeah, have a good one. Thanks for watching.